it comes. Yeah. On more play as well. Yes. Oh, yeah, I'm out. Andrew, peace. I'm gone. Sorry, guys. I'm out.
Well, didn't see that happening yesterday for Chelsea. A few good results, couple of wins, big draw at home to Arsenal in between all that. And I think the main what's the right word? Well, the main talking point or takeaway from what I'm trying to say here in this video is, was the Arsenal result one massive fluke? Was it all just a smoke and mirrors thing? Because if you're drawing at home to Arsenal, who are meant to be the title contenders, or some would say up there for the title this season, with Man City obviously to come, because we know what Man City can do. Tottenham up there for the moment. I don't think they'll stay there, not first at least, but we'll see what happens. Liverpool potentially chasing. Yeah, we don't know what's going to happen on that front there. But for Chelsea, the 2-0 last night to Brentford at home, that was pretty bad. A lot of Chelsea fans are not happy with this at all. One being the ever so vocal Rory Jennings, who has the hottest of hot takes at the best of times. But this is what he had to say regarding that result.
Tottenham are going to be 17 points ahead of us when they beat us next week. Chelsea are going to be 17 points behind Tottenham in the league, and we are only in October. This is nothing short of a disgrace. It's an embarrassment to the shirt. It's totally unacceptable. And Pochettino is responsible.
Before we move on, 17 points behind Tottenham, Chelsea. Wow. Never thought I would ever see that or hear that. But that is potential, because they've got Chelsea, Blackburn in the EFL Cup coming midweek, and then they've got Tottenham away next week. That's not going to be easy for them. And unless they pull off the same, I use the term miracle here, maybe not so miracle, but say miracle, to get something from that game as they did at home to Arsenal, there's no winning for them. Again, Chelsea may say to themselves, Pochettino and the crew, okay, we're away to Tottenham. These guys are meant to be the title contenders this season. And for what it's worth, they're up there because they've got the results, but we're going to give them an L tonight. We're going to say, no, you cannot do this. Yeah, we stopped them winning the league a few years ago when Hazard scored to have the game finish 2-2 and have Leicester take the points and Leicester win the league. We're going to do it again and dent their little happy bubble. That's what they should be doing. But then are Chelsea going to become that team that are only going to perform in the big games when it matters and be whatever in the other games, much like a Liverpool were in the late 2000s, from 2009-10 onwards till about 16-17, when Klopp's vision really took over. I mean, I remember we would draw games or lose games to like mid-table, lower-table teams, but then when United came into town, we'd beat them 2-0, or we'll get a win at Arsenal and then we'll lose to like Bolton the week after, whatever it was. We probably didn't, but as an example anyways. So you can't just sit there and expect you to turn up for the big games, because you're Chelsea FC. You're the big dogs. You are the billion-pound spending club, and you're bringing on kids effectively off the bench. We'll get to that.
It's Pochettino's fault. The buck stops with him. Now, look, this can get twisted. In fact, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do a live on this channel. It doesn't happen often. I'm going to go live on this channel tonight at 7:30. If you want to drop in to explore this, please do. But the buck does stop with Pochettino. Now, look, what can't happen here is, do not twist what I'm saying. By no stretch is this a Pochettino out video. I want Chelsea to get better. I want Chelsea to succeed, and I want Pochettino to oversee our charge up the table. I think he is the right man for the job. I think that Pochettino is the best thing about the club in a footballing sense. Nobody higher than Pochettino has a clue what they're doing. So Pochettino is undoubtedly a proven decent football manager, and we need it to work.
Is he, though? Didn't he have a bad run at PSG? I mean, arguably, apart from Spurs, I don't know. Going to Chelsea, though, they are a demanding bunch. I mean, he's lucky Abramovich isn't there anymore, because he would have been sacked already We know what his record was like with sacking managers. Damn. Lucky Ted Bowley's not like that. But then again, you've put £1 billion into this team, so you should be getting these results. But just because you put money into a team doesn't mean you're going to get results. That's another thing people need to remember as well, especially those that are foreign to the game of football. I'm not saying in an insulting way to Americans, but this isn't your NFL, NBA, NHL. This isn't that thing where you just throw money and expect the best players to come in and it just works. It's not like that. It's not very individual. This is team effort. And if a team ain't working, doesn't matter how good your individual player is, it ain't going to work.
Need him to succeed and we need him to stay. But he is making a pig's ear of it at the moment, and we are allowed to criticise the manager without suggesting that he needs to be sacked. It is truly ridiculous what is going on. But the easiest thing to do, and I think it's cowardly, is to start talking about the owners today. Now look, everybody knows how I feel about our ownership. They are killing Chelsea Football Club from the inside out. They are
Wait, so don't get on the owners, but they're killing the club inside out. Is that what he said? Wait.
Ridiculous what is going on. But the easiest thing to do, and I think it's cowardly, is to start talking about the owners today.
Okay, so it's cowardly to talk about the owners who he just self-admittedly are doing all these terrible things, but it's cowardly to speak about them.
Now look, everybody knows how I feel about our ownership. They are killing Chelsea Football Club from the inside out. They are the worst owners that Chelsea could have possibly had, and they are one of the worst things to have ever happened to Chelsea Football Club. This experiment that they are conducting is undermining and changing Chelsea Football Club, not for the better, and it's going to get a whole lot worse. I despise this ownership. They are toxic. They are poison to our football club.
Damn. Another football fan who had so much to say, of course, is the one and only Matisse Armani, who you can catch on the Big Six, one of the channels I do enjoy thoroughly. And he had tipped Chelsea to win 2-1 against Brentford in the Big Six preview show a few days before this match. And if you see his match reaction, it was something to behold, which is why I don't really like live match reactions, because the people that host these things are way too over the top, especially if they're hosting it as a fan of the team playing. If you're a neutral watching, I don't think you can really go either which way. Yeah, you might celebrate because a rival is losing or whatever, but when you're a fan, things can get real cringe and real OTT real quick. But let's see what Matisse said regarding this result here, because as his title says, time to leave Stamford Bridge, I'm going to implode.
I swear to you right now, yeah, my mind is going to explode. My blood is boiling. I'm actually feeling warm. I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling so hot. Chelsea have just lost 2-0 at home to Brentford. Look into my eyes. Do you see a soul? Do you see a soul inside me right now? These
soulless Chelsea fan.
people are going to drive me clinically insane. My life expectancy is dropping quickly. Yeah, it is depleting. Yeah, 2-0. I had to lock off the watch along at 2-0. As soon as I saw that second goal in, I said, I'm gone. I'm gone. My head is gone.
Gone. Now let me just butt in here and say Matisse is, I wouldn't say he's a top blue, as in always positive. He has been very negative about certain things as well. Some players that aren't performing, team is whatever, but he's been positive in the sense where the midfield is gelling, Mudryk is getting his goals in there, Cole Palmer's doing his thing, we've got Gallagher running, Caicedo's coming up to top speed, we've got the defense happening, Disasi, and then you've got Gusto, and when Reece James is injured, and why didn't Gusto start this game on behalf of Chelsea fans? I don't know, because he's been pretty decent over the last few weeks, but Reece James is available, so let's throw Reece James in there. And if we just look through the squad, which I'm looking at now, so you did have Disasi who started that, and then Reece James come in for him, but Cucurella, Colwill, Silva, Caicedo in the midfield with Gallagher, Madueke on the right, Palmer down the middle, Sterling on the left, and Action Jackson at the point. And then they brought on James, Maatsen, Gochukwu and D'Souza, all these youngsters, and their bench don't look that great. For a team that spent $1 billion, where's this team that cost $1 billion? I mean, a couple of players here and there. Lavia's injured. He won't play for another month or so. You know, Caicedo, yeah, he's great. He's coming back to his best. Look at what he's doing. It's like, I was bang average in this game. First half was all Chelsea. Second half was 70-30 split Brentford to Chelsea. Brentford had the better chances. They took their chances. Chelsea first half hit the crossbar through, I think it was, what's that young fella's name? I just read his name out. Bloody hell, what was his name? Where is he? Madueke. And apart from that, there was a few chances here and there, but that was it. So you only have your team to blame, my guy. You only have your team to blame in this instance here. Man, so positive. Gone. My head is gone. Now, Enzo didn't play. I have to note that. He was out for his kid's birth, and I've heard a lot of people say, why was he not playing? Kids are born every day. Doesn't matter. You're a footballer. You know what's expected of you. A little bit divided. I go 50-50. I get it. You're a professional. You should be playing your game. Unfortunately, it's just a shit part of life. It is what it is. But look at the amount of money you're making to raise a kid with, I mean, in some cases, like unimaginable wealth for the amount of money you get paid to play the sport and whatever. I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying they're spoiled. Some may be. But you're earning anywhere between, what, 50 to 80,000 a week? I mean, that's a lot of money. So I get on one side. On the other, I get you want to be there for your child's birth. I don't have kids myself, nephews, cousins, but I get it. So I don't know if the fans who are on his back specifically have a leg to stand on that case. But at the same time, you're a footballer and you should be playing football. So Enzo not there, and Mudryk wasn't there as well. Ill, apparently, had food poisoning or something that I heard someone say. I can't remember. Was it Carefree Lewis or was it? I don't know who I was listening to. Someone said like he was ill and wasn't playing or whatever it was. So unfortunate on that sense there. But you still had your big $100 million man in the middle of the pitch alongside Gallagher and Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer, arguably the best player on that pitch. Yeah, it's just not working for him at the moment. But let's see what he has to say. Let's keep going.
17 shots, 2 on target. It's Halloween, bruv. It's fucking scary hours out here. Yeah? 17 shots, 2 on target. What kind of conversion rate is that? As soon as I saw that team, with all these changes, Enzo had a baby. Brother, babies are born every day.
There you go. It wasn't Carefree Lewis. It was this man right here. This man named Matisse. Unhappy that Enzo wasn't there.
Hey, we needed you today. Babies are born every day. They're nothing special. We needed you today, bro. Yeah? Mudryk, caught illness. What's going on? The cafeteria. Something in the food. Food poisoning. What's going on? Where's he? We needed him. Sterling was stinky today. I'm going to go through this team like a butter through knife. It's going to be mad.
Butter through knife.
Butter through knife. Not even knife through butter. That's how fucking angry I am. Do you know how mad you have to be to say butter through knife? Oh my days. Oh my days. I'm going mad. I'm going mad. What is it? 1 win in the last 12 at home? 1 win. 1 win at Stamford Bridge in the last 12. Yeah, pack up the shit. Let's move. It's time to move stadium. It's time to leave Stamford Bridge. This is the moment. This is not our home anymore. You think Brentford could come here 3 times in a row and win? And it's our home. You think this is our home? You think this is our stadium? This is Brentford Stadium. They beat us 2-0 at Stamford Bridge. They've beaten us 3 times at Stamford Bridge in the last 3 appearances. We've lost 11 games out of the last 12 at home. And
you haven't lost 11 out of the 12. You drew against Arsenal's technically not a loss, but technically, I mean, yeah, whatever. I'll give him that charity.
You think this is our home? Brother, take us to Wembley. Take us to Twickenham. Take us to Craven Cottage. We'll get more points over there because they're away grounds for us now. We'll get more points away from home. Take us there now. I want to move. We don't belong here anymore. This is not our home. It was our home, not anymore. Under Mourinho, it was our home. This is not our home now. Take us. Sorry, see.
Unfortunately, I'll leave that one there. Links posted down below, of course, as always. Unfortunately, though, you can't do much. And how the mighty fall. Now, that's not to say that Chelsea are completely done and dusted, but as we heard Rory say 17 points if Tottenham beat Chelsea. That's a big gap. That's almost unattainable, provided Chelsea actually win games and go on a massive winning spree, and Tottenham lose games or drop points for the next 3 months. I don't think that's going to happen. I really do not think that's going to happen. It's tough times for Chelsea. It just goes to show, just because you have a few good games, you get a penalty, you get a fluky goal against Arsenal, some defensive mishaps, bring them back into the game, defensive lapses, get them an equaliser. It just goes to show that just because you have one good game against the big teams, let's be real here, Arsenal chasing a title here, you have a good game against the big teams, and the Liverpool game in the start of the season, how do you base anything off of one game? You can't do it. It's like the Community Shield, yeah? It's one game. If you win it, you're happy. But if you lose, you think like, well, who cares? It's not a major trophy in any case. But for those who play it and the fans, first game of the season, you can't take too much away from that. So you can't say, oh yeah, this is exactly who we are. Because Haaland didn't score last season against us in the Community Shield, ended up bagging 40 goals. So you can't use one game as a measuring stick. So we were great against Liverpool. Yes, you were great, but you didn't win. Again, losses, draws, losses, and this is where Chelsea are right now. So tough times for the Chavs, for the Chelsea, and there is the matter of Tottenham coming up, but then after that they've got City. After that, I do believe they've got, was it Brighton or Newcastle, then Brighton, one or the other, then United mid-December. Don't get any easier for Chelsea. They've got a tough time ahead of themselves, and they really need to start doing things, and their players need to come back. Caicedo needs to be performing like a $100 million player. Enzo needs to be there. Obviously, child aside, again, you've heard my thoughts on that. Mudryk, maybe choose your food better, perhaps. They need to find themselves a striker. If Jackson ain't going to do it, I mean, you're relying on youngsters off the bench to come in and affect the game and play players in form. Just because your top dog is is fit and ready to go doesn't mean you should put him in there. Like when Trent's injured and he comes back, yeah, you're fit, but we're not going to put you on. We'll give you a bit of time. Reece James just comes straight on. Probably should have been left out for this game. Should have probably brought on Gusto, perhaps, for Chelsea's sake, but I don't know. I'm just giving you my thoughts on Chelsea. I'm a Chelsea fan. I did give it to my uncle though, pause, because of the result, because he's a Chelsea fan. So nice to see some tough times ahead for the Chelsea, but they do need to do a lot of shit in order to fix themselves up. Otherwise, 17 points behind the team in first place, at least temporarily, until we see United and City in a few hours time from recording this video.